Welcome to Enter the Bunker, where we launch you into thriving every week with fun challenges that help build your own personal building bricks, to build your own personal bunker, to help keep that negativity out that is just around us everywhere in today's world. I'm Brandon Niles, and today we're talking all about trustworthiness.
We are. I'm Kelly Cadell. If you're not watching on YouTube, that's where you should be. You can chat live with us right now. It's at Enter the Bunker. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bells, and get notifications. We go live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, oh yeah, subscribe to our follow our Instagram. It's also at Enter the Bunker, excuse me.
Right.
So, looks like we got some teamwork going on here.
Let's
get in on it.
Sure.
All right.
I was way too early.
Sorry, 1 second. I want to make like a chanty.
A chanty? Like a sea shanty? Is that what you're getting at?
That's actually what I reminded myself. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo!
I was there in spirit.
Everyone, do it with us. Just joking.
Yeah, so this week is all about trust, and we issue a challenge every week, to help exercise that muscle to build your building brick. And this week, it's all about trusting your gut. That inner instinct feeling. Sometimes it's like, maybe I should cross the road right now. Like, sometimes you get this weird feeling.
Yeah.
And it's not that random. There's actually science behind it.
Okay.
Apparently, your brain picks up all of these signs, like maybe you see a sign fluttering in the wind, but you don't consciously pick it up, but your brain records it.
Yeah.
And I was actually reading this story about how like somebody just had the gut reaction to cross the road.
Right.
And when they crossed the road, like 2 seconds later, the sign fell.
Okay.
And apparently the sign was flapping in the wind, so they think that like your brain picked it up, but it didn't really register.
Subconsciously.
Yeah.
Subconsciously.
Yeah. So like, and then your brain sends like a signal to your stomach, and that's where you get like that actual like gut churning, that gut feeling. So that's where it comes from. So we're saying trust that gut instinct for trustworthiness this week.
So do you think that? So you get that gut feeling. Do you think that comes naturally, like happens every day? And you don't even realize it? Or do you think you always realize it?
Maybe. I'm sure you notice it sometimes, and sometimes it's just a reaction, an action then reaction, or reaction then action. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So like, you probably don't even notice it happening most of the time.
Right, that's what I mean.
But then there's probably some times where it's like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, oh, maybe I should do this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Has that ever happened to you with anything?
Oh yeah, for sure. And like, I can't think of a specific time or any, not right now, maybe as we talk I will, but I can't think of specific specific time right now, but it definitely has, like, where you're like, okay, am I gonna do, it kind of reminds me of like your first option. So like, you have two different options. What's your first one that you thought of? Like, what's your,
right.
I feel like that's your gut instinct is the first option. So that's
Definitely.
What that reminds me of for sure.
The main reason why I struggled on tests so much, because I always second guess myself.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, me too.
So we have
if you don't know the answer, just go with B. Isn't that the saying, or is it C? I don't know. Don't listen to me.
Don't listen to that rule.
Just don't second guess yourself. Rule. Go with your gut.
It's a terrible rule. So Stephen Covey once said, if you want to be trusted, be trustworthy.
If you want to be trusted, be trustworthy.
Right.
So like.
So how would you be trustworthy?
You could keep your commitments.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could also don't gossip.
Be transparent.
This is just coming out of nowhere. Where are we getting this? We found an article. Yeah. The article, the link to that is in the description of our live. And it just gives 9 tips and tricks to become a more trustworthy person. Now, we only pulled a couple here today just to talk about, but we recommend you go and check it out. Again, it's just in the description of our live. So I pulled 5.
Yeah.
It's keep your commitments, be transparent, don't gossip, set the tone, and be on time for things. Now, was there one of these that stuck out for you? Also, while you're thinking of that, Carlos said second guessing is not good.
No.
No.
And like, it's kind of like the what if game too. Like that.
Yeah?
Don't play the what if.
I always play the what if game.
Yeah, don't do
I'm
that.
terrible for it.
So out of those 5, I would say, I guess I'm kind of hitting between keep your commitments and set the tone.
Set the tone.
Yeah, so like keep your commitments, say what you're gonna do. So that's kind of like, I don't know, actually no, I don't want that one. I want be transparent.
Be transparent.
I want be transparent and then set the tone. Because like even if somebody doesn't, if they tell me like that we want to hang out and then we make plans and then they end up like not wanting to hang out because they just had like a crappy day at work or they're tired, like I'll be the first one to be like, girl, that's okay, I'm getting back in my pajamas and back in bed. So
Definitely.
That's not so much for me, but be transparent. So be open with me. Don't just be like, hey, I'm canceling plans. Tell me like why you're canceling plans.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
why that you're tired, you had a rough day at work. Like I'll totally get it. I just kind of like to know that. And then when it comes to set the tone, that's just, yeah, like be positive. If you're happy, like you trust somebody, they're gonna trust you. You give them the trust. They're kind of goes with our quote. If you want to be trusted, be trustworthy.
Definitely, 100%. Carlos says your gut is actually referred to as your second brain. I think this is kind of playing off what I was describing.
Yeah.
I've
heard that before. Actually, isn't your gut the size of, your brain is the size of your fist.
2 fists.
Two fists, and your gut's the size of 1 fist? No, that can't be right. Anyways.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, not me either.
So let us know which one you think resonates with you. But for me, the biggest one I can think of is don't gossip.
Yeah.
Gossiping is a big one for me because it's such a hard thing to not do.
Yeah.
It really is. I'll be the first one to admit it. I've done it.
And like, what is gossip?
I was talking bad about somebody behind their back.
Okay.
That's
Is
in
it
my
always
mind.
talking bad?
Have you ever heard of good gossip?
Yeah.
What's good gossip?
Like, if like I got a new car and then I told my friend and my friend tells my other friend and the friend tells their mom, and that's gossiping that I got a new car, but it's good because like, woohoo!
I think gossiping though is normally tailored towards negative. I think. I could be wrong. But in my mind, that's the way I look at it.
Okay.
Is gossiping is negative.
Okay.
Anyways,
explain.
Yeah, so like I'll be the first one to admit that I've done it and I probably will do it, but it's a matter of me trying to catch myself. Like it's just almost a natural instinct,
Yes.
right? Judging.
Yeah.
But also too, like I'm working on it and I am getting better at it. But like you think about it, if this person's so easily able to gossip about somebody else to me about like behind their back, what's to stop them from gossiping about me?
Yeah.
Right? Carlos.
You're both of you are right. 1, a person who repeats stories about other people, or 2, talk rumors or involving the personal lives of other people. Yeah, like.
Thanks, Google.
Yeah.
But yeah, so gossiping can be a positive thing, but I just normally look
But you classify it as a negative
I
thing.
classify it as a negative, yeah. That's just my personal look on it because, again, it's a judging thing.
Yeah.
And for, I would say 99% of people on the planet, it's just a gut reaction, right? It just happens.
Yeah, like you bring up somebody when you're in the middle of a conversation, you're like, oh.
Did you hear what they did? Ooh. Like, it's a natural instinct.
Yeah.
Again, I'm working on it. But like, it just makes you think like, if they're gossiping about this person behind their back, what's stopping them from gossiping about me?
Yeah.
And normally I'm the person, I don't care what people say about me.
I remember thinking that a lot, like in high school.
Yeah.
Because that's, I guess, normally when any gossip happened. I can't remember like gossiping lately now that I'm an adult. But I remember thinking that as a teenager, like being like, well, if they're going to tell me all this other stuff, like, gosh, what are they saying about me?
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing. I'm perfect. Totally kidding. There was definitely stuff to talk about, I'm sure.
Something I do when I hear positive gossip is I contact the person it's about, get the true story. That's a very good fact. Like, it's a very good thing to do.
Yeah, because you're like, oh my, maybe you're super proud for them, so you contact them to like congratulate them, and then you know you're going to get their side of the story as well.
Definitely, 100%. Like, oh, I heard that you got a new car. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Do you think being on time affects somebody's trust in you? Or affects
it could affect somebody's trust in me, but for me, if somebody's not on time, unless, I don't know, again, it's depending what it is. Like if you're just...
I think the transparency one kind of affects all of these.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. So like, I don't know, again, I don't know. We had open this week there not too long ago, and I am a pretty open person. So when I don't know. It depends on what the excuse is, how transparent they are. Not excuse, what the reasoning is, how transparent they are about that, and go from there. I couldn't say it would diminish trust, but it also wouldn't. I can't say either way until it would happen. Yeah.
Somebody said, if someone continues to be late, I lose trust.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Lose trust that they're never going to be on time.
Yeah.
So then you just tell them a half hour. You just get used to it. You're like, okay, we're leaving at 4, but I'm going to tell this person 3:30.
That's right. Oh my God, it's so funny. So my wife may shoot me for this, but we're always struggling to get out the door on time.
Yeah.
It's just like you gathering this. Ooh, I forgot to do this. Ooh, I forgot to do that. Like we're going to show up.
Yeah.
But like it's like we're always a couple minutes late, and then our friends make a joke about it, right? But we're also transparent about it. Oh, we're late because I slept in or whatever, right? Like, so like, again, the transparency thing is a big one for us. So let us know what you think. Again, the 5 choices are: keep your commitments, be transparent, don't gossip, set the tone, and be on time for things.
And that's only 5 out of the 9 of the article. What's the article?
Yes. So the article, I don't have the website right here, but the link for that's in the description of our live. So you can just go down there and click on it. And there's 4 others. There's one here that I just read, actually, I didn't even think of, is setting the tone.
Yeah.
So like,
I said that one.
Did you say that?
We talked about it a little bit, yeah. But go on to say what you're going to say. I did.
So like just being positive overall
Yeah.
is generally going to manifest
Yeah.
positivity.
Yeah.
And then being negative about something all the time.
And that's when you're going to build those small connections of trust.
Yeah.
Like Jonathan was talking about yesterday in the live.
Yeah.
The small connections.
I've always looked at things too, like if you look at things through a certain filter, you're going to see that.
Yeah.
So like if you look at things out of a negative filter, you're going to see negativity.
Yeah.
If you look at things through a positive filter, you're going to see positivity all the time.
Yeah.
So I try to remain positive. It can be a hard thing to do, especially like with COVID times and everything else happening in the world, right?
Yeah.
But it's also very beneficial to look at that.
I agree.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap up today, but tell me a little bit about this fun Friday that's happening.
So we're going to do something a little different here on Friday.
Right.
We're going to get outside the bunker, weather permitting. We're going outside. We're going to be on top of the bunker that's over Kelly's shoulder. Oh, I can't tell you that. We're doing trust exercises, is what I will say.
Exercises.
Exercises.
So they're like acting but exercise? Or
did... I just stumbled over my words. That's all that was.
Okay. I thought it was like
I can't take credit
trick
for that.
Wording.
No. Trust exercises is what
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And the stream's going to be outside?
Outside.
What? On top of the bunker or on the side?
On top.
No way.
Guarantee it. Weather permitting. Weather permitting. Because we're going through this weird week of where it decides it's going to rain and it doesn't. So. All
right. So like I said at the beginning, if you're watching on Twitch, please go to YouTube. It's at Enter the Bunker. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Live on those times, on those days. After this live, you might as well go on to our Instagram and follow us there. It's also at Enter the Bunker. And let's give a big round of a team huddle here. Ready? End off the show. Put your hand in.
I can't.
Hand in.
I can't reach.
1, 2, 3, bunker! Woo!
I'm not that enthusiastic. I'm sorry.
I know, I could tell. All right, guys, thanks so much. We will see you for Fun Friday outside of the bunker.
Take care.